God is separating the wheat from the tares, and the wealth of the wicked shall be laid up for the righteous. What is happening is God is positioning you to receive. You've always been a giver. Now it's time for you to receive. You're getting ready to take somebody else's spot. See, God has been preparing you for this time through messages from people, through words from the Bible, through things that you see. I know He's been preparing me for quite some time. And that's how I know exactly what I'm speaking about. Because He's saying, I know you didn't come from a place with this, but you're going to walk into a place with this. Because even as a young child, you fought the enemy. You fought in the spirit. You grew. You got strengthened. Your wisdom, your discernment, it is an all-time high because of the things that you had to endure. And God is not going to let you continue to live your life thinking that 28. God is not going to let you continue to live your life where you think He's not there for you. He didn't see what happened to you. God said, I saw what happened to you. And it's time for you to be compensated. You may feel like you lost so much time. You may feel that you just lost so much energy. You lost so much money. You just lost so much. God said everything has seemed like it's been a loss to you. He said, gone are the days where you lose anything else. You're going to have options. You're going to have plenty. You're going to have choices. See, because you broke the stronghold. You broke the curses. You are now liberated. You have freedom. You're no longer in a slave mentality. You're in a royal mentality. And God has been pulling you, prodding you, placing you, and just processing you to get to this point. And some people may not understand what you're talking about because it's a different language when you get to a different level. The right people, 603, 303, they're going to know exactly what you're talking about. They too are being awakened. The chosen ones are rising. God chose particular people to be set up at a particular time for what's getting ready to happen in the earth. God goes before us. He already knows what's going to take place. That's why He said, okay, I see what's happening, but I got a plan too. And it all works out for their good. Always. So God said, you have already paid the price. You have gave the ultimate sacrifice. He is very pleased with you. He wants to give you more. He wants to see you smile. He wants you to have joy. That's why He says some people, they may look like they have the world. But what has a man to gain the world to lose his soul? A lot of people have sold their soul for $1. And the enemy, it's time to pay up. So a lot of people are getting ready to walk into judgments. That's why you got to be careful how you treat people in that season, because you never know who God's going to raise in the next season. And the same people who thought that they didn't need you in one season are going to need you in the next season. God has been speaking to me highly about this. He said they're watching you. He said they smell it. They know something's getting ready to happen to you. And they want to be a part of it. But God's not going to let that happen because he allowed them to be a part of it before. And they didn't do right by you. And they didn't do right by God. That was a double bubble. So now you got to move out the way. And don't feel bad for people. I really don't like to talk about judgment. But it's, what you give is what you get. It's the universal law. What you put out is what you get. There's no stopping that. That's karma. I don't wish ill on anybody. I pray that my enemies prosper and be in good health. And because of my heart, because of your heart, God is going to elevate you in a way. It's going to be supernatural. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. You're going to have blessings so big you won't have room enough to receive. You're going to have so much to give. You're not going to have a choice but to be a blessing and give it away to others. God is setting you up. Your comeback is going to be epic. Your story is going to be epic. Your testimony is going to be epic. Your message is going to be epic. It's going to shock the world. It's going to shake the world. It's going to take the world by surprise. God said they didn't expect it to be you. They didn't expect it to be you because you don't look like what they think you're supposed to look like. But God said that's where they're wrong. That's where they made their first mistake, 633. Looking at that outer appearance instead of looking at that heart. The one that would have did anything for them. The one that would have dropped the ball on their part just to make sure they picked up the ball on your part. The one who had your back when everybody else turned their back against you, and you still turned their back on the one who helped you and went back to the ones who didn't help you. God said he saw it all. God said he saw that you told these people that you loved them and all they were doing was sticking daggers in your back. It's funny how people can be the love of your life or people that you love, and then the next day they're your enemy and you are wondering, how did that happen? I never even expected them to even be my enemy. People have hidden motives. People don't really want the best for you. They want to be like crabs in a bucket. They want to keep you down. But God say, not this one. Not you. You're coming up. You're unstoppable. You're going to be unreachable. You're going to be inaccessible. You're going to new levels. You with all your flaws, you with all your brokenness, you with all that trauma, you're going places. Keep your eyes stayed on him. He will continue to light that path for you, baby. And that fire is going to be so big, it's going to light the path for others. I'm trying to tell you. Get ready to receive. You already been a giver, baby. Do your hands like this. Say, Lord, whatever it is, I'm ready to receive it. I love you guys so much. Make it a no worries night.